My name is Bella. I have been living in Bosnia for 3 years now. I was deported from the United States. I used to live in St. Louis. Živim u Bosni I ovo je moja priča. We are going to talk about the 5 things that were the hardest for me to get used to when I returned to Bosnia. Number 1 was the language barrier. Now, obviously, pričam bosanski, but there were so many new words and so many slang words that I have never in my life heard of. I arrived to St. Louis when I was 3 years old, so I started preschool in America. My family tried teaching me the best that they could, but it was really something that I just caught on as the years went by. 2, being 5,000 miles away from everything that I used to know. It was definitely strange. I felt like I was leaving an ocean and returning to a pond, if that makes any sense. There were so many things that I just took for granted when I lived in the United States. Although I am very grateful that we live in the year 2025, so technically everything and everyone was at the palm of my hand. 3 is American hospitality. Now, when I first arrived back to Bosnia, I was very cheerful. I was smiling. I was saying, thank you to everything, asking people how their day was. I learned, the hard way that people here are a lot more reserved, and I'm sure in all of Europe, but especially Bosnia. And in a way, my grandmother was like, don't laugh too much, especially to strangers. They will think you're crazy. I completely understand her now. And 4 was the sense of style. So one thing that I do appreciate here is when you get dressed up and you go out, you put effort and thought into what you're wearing and how your appearance is. Now in the United States, it was a pro and a con at the same time. I didn't have to worry so much about my physical appearance. I could be in sweatpants with my hair tied up in a bun and I will get compliments like, you're beautiful. And looking back now, it was, probably exaggerated, but it made me feel good. It is fashion. Europe is the fashion capital. So when you start getting into the routine of caring about your appearance more, it really does reflect on everything that you do. And number 5 is the shame culture, sramota. In the United States, you could be who you wanted to be. You could do what you wanted to do. Everybody was kind of so busy in their own world, in their own life, that nobody cared. It was a lot less gossip. Not only was it a big sramota that I was deported, but I was trained by my mother and everyone, when you come back, kind of don't tell anybody. Keep it to yourself. The less people know, the better. It's already a really big controversy. You don't want to do anything else to bring more shame to the family than I already had. I'm making this content to let people know that it does get better and that we can come together to shine a light on this subject that is considered so taboo in our country. Ideas down below. What should I make a video about next?